Dave Palumbo here with an RX Muscle news update. The IFBB BigMen Pro that took place in Alicante, Spain has let out. The results are in. And as some of you may know already, we have another 212 champ that has moved up and won the open class and now is qualified for the open Mr. Olympia as well as the 212. And the man I'm talking, of course, is Angel Calderon. What a victory he had here. We've been saying it for weeks. This guy is a super freak. And even though he's the shortest guy in the lineup here, and it's maybe not the best lineup of the year, it was still challenging. And this guy has just got open caliber mass on his body. And we've said it before. I actually said I thought he might do better as an open guy, as a 212 guy, because of the amount of muscle he has. A lot of times with the 212 guys, he gets beat by guys who have a slightly better structure, maybe smaller waistline. And in the open class, you know, with all his mass, he actually looks very impressive. And, you know, you can't discount muscle. And this is, after all, we always forget sometimes, this is a muscle contest. And when you do muscle contests, you know, the biggest guy wins sometimes. I mean, and sometimes it's the biggest small guy. Even though he's short, he's got oodles of mass on him. He's got crazy, you know, quads. Everything's cross-striated. You know, when he hits his shots, his body jumps and muscles come alive. And that's what it's about. It's about wow factor a lot of times. And he doesn't have a bad structure. He flows well. He has a little bit of thickness at the waist, but he's got so much oodles of mass. Now, if Angel is one of these characters and competitors that if he comes in a little bit off, he doesn't look that good. You can see the flaws. He's got to come in super, absolutely crazy striated. And that's fine because he seems to have no problem doing that. And, you know, I believe it was 3 weeks ago in Romania, he won the 212, requalified for the 212 Olympia. Now he's qualified for the Open Mr. Olympia. Once again, we come back to that conversation. Should he be allowed to compete in both, just as Shaun Clarida, should he be allowed to compete in both? I say yes. They both qualified. They both put it on the line. They did an open show. They did a 212 show. They won. They beat the lineup. Why not allow these guys to do both classes? Now, I personally think that Shaun Clarida would do better in the open at the Olympia level than I think Angel will, because I think Shaun Clarida's got a better structure than him. Obviously, Shaun's also an Olympia champ, which has been validated by the judges. You know, he's got a better structure. But I still think he earned it. If he wants to do it, he should be allowed to do it. No questions asked. Now, you know, these guys that are taking advantage of this post-Olympia, what I call, you know, European tour, with all these shows in Europe, even though they're not right one after the other, should be applauded. You know what? And when they go to the Olympia next year, whatever class they decide to go in, or if they can do both, and people say, where do these guys come from? You know what? These guys continue dieting through the post-Olympia phase. Some of these guys through Thanksgiving here in the U.S., you know, Angel obviously is from Spain, so he didn't care about Thanksgiving, and he's going to be able to celebrate his Christmas now with a very happy smile on his face. But the bottom line is that these guys continued and didn't give up. Now he's got the whole offseason to do whatever he wants. Take a break, grow a little bit, and then if he wants to compete another time before the Olympia, he can do that. Or if he wants to just wait and do the Olympia, you know, he can try to put on as much mass as he can. I don't know how much more mass his body can hold, but, you know, whatever he's done so far has worked. And like I said, I'm a big conditioning buff guy, so I can really respect and appreciate what he did. Now, I think that, you know, another, you know, really superior, I guess, performance here today was the, I guess, appearance of Emir Omeragic, who placed second place here. And this is a competitor from Germany that Chris Aceto's been working with. He's only 22 years old. I believe he was fourth in Romania. He's a guy who's been knocking on the door, and we've been waiting to see this guy, you know, either win a show or really show up. I thought he looked great here. You know, you can make a case for him winning this, you know, but I think that Calderon's conditioning just, you know, usurped that. And when that, you know, look, when a guy comes in superior conditioning, you know, what are you going to do? You know, there's nothing really you can't say anything bad about the guy. And you can't say, hey, you know what? He should have, could have, would have. The bottom line is that, you know, Angel showed up, and I think Emir could have been a little bit harder. And I don't know if it's, you know, his youth, the fact that he's doing show after show. The guy's got the structure. He's got the mass. He's got the frame to carry a lot of muscle on his body. He's only 22 years old. Once again, I know the reference is made to Jay Cutler. Can he be the next, Jay Cutler? I don't know. We'll have to see. In my career, I found that from age 22 to 28 was when I made my best, gains. This guy is already on a pro level, placing top 5 at shows, and he's only 22. So just imagine what he'll look like in 4 years from now. So assuming there's no injuries, of course. So I think this is a terrific placing. I don't even think at this point that it's even necessary for him to qualify for the Olympia. I don't think there's any rush at this point. Keep competing, get the experience, take the off season now, get as much new size on that frame as you possibly can, and come back next year and decimate a few lineups, because I think that's really what this guy is going to do, because he's got that kind of a physique and it's that impressive. And I think that when you do the work and you have the structure, there's no rush. A lot of these guys, they're always rushing. I got to get on stage. I got to do this. Jay Cutler never rushed, and there was a reason Jay Cutler never rushed. He never rushed because he knew what he was working with, and he knew that all he had to do is take his time and, show up and keep showing up better. And when you show up better, you get rewarded by the judges, and that's what it's all about. It's about making improvements. And when you have youth on your side, you can take the extra time that you need and not worry about it. And I think that that's exactly what we're going to see from him. Now let's talk about third place, Danny Kaganovich, and another really, really terrific talent, young guy coming up. He's got all the muscles in the right place. He's got the roundness to him. He's got the structure. He's almost got a classic physique, okay, in the open division. And that always bodes well if you can put enough muscle on. So if he adds a little bit more muscle to his frame and continues improving, comes in with a little better conditioning. I think his tan was amazing, but I think his conditioning could be a little tighter. But even, like I said, I think it was good enough. And in my opinion, with his structure, I don't think anyone would have blinked an eye if he would have won the show. But he needs more muscle maturity, and that's just going to come with training. So another 5-10 pounds on this frame. And like I said, normally I say 15 pounds. I don't even think he needs 15 pounds. I think 10 pounds on his frame is going to look like 20 pounds on any other person's frame. He comes back and keeps making those small improvements incrementally every year. He's going to be a very dangerous competitor in the IFBB as well. So congratulations to the entire lineup. I know that at the end of the year, sometimes it's hard to keep bringing the best that you got to offer. Obviously, Angel having the home field advantage, so to speak, right there. And so it's pretty hard when you show up at your best to lose in front of your hometown. I mean, let's face it, there is a home field advantage, especially when you're in another country other than the United States. So congratulations to Angel. Congratulations to Emir in second. And, of course, Danny Kaganovich in the third position. I think the Big Man Classic was a success. And congratulations to the promoters who put it on, and to all the competitors who were able to continue their, I guess you could say, foray into the contest season. It seems like it's a never-ending season. We still have the Nationals at the end of the year coming up as well. So we have a lot more bodybuilding before it's all said and done. For now, though, I'm Dave Palumbo. Make sure you catch the full wrap-up of all the classes on Heavy Muscle Radio. That's going to be Monday at 12:30 p.m. live with Chris Aceto and John Romano. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time.